Hello there survivors, and welcome back to another build video in ARK Survival Ascended. You might have seen my build of Rivendell using the brand new Elven Structure Skins. And besides, of course, the main big buildings, there is a lot of cool little details that you can add if you want to work on your own Elven base. Today, I'm going to show you how to build this simple little gazebo that you can use for your transmitter, so you have a cool place to transfer out from. But of course, you can also have different features for this gazebo. You could have some air conditioning to hatch your tames here. You could just add a deco box for a different kind of statue, or whatever you want to fit in this small gazebo. So as always, if you enjoy seeing these types of build videos and you want to continue to see more, make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Really appreciate all the support, and feel free to leave your suggestions for build videos you'd like to see down in the comments below. So this build is a very simple one, but a very nice addition to your base, whether you're going to use it for a transmitter, hatching dinos, or just a nice decoration to bring more life to your base. We want to start out with adding the triangles in a circular shape like this, and then adding the full foundations around the outside before filling in the gaps again with our triangle foundations. Then we want to pick a side that we want to have as the entrance. We can add our stairs there, and if the landscape lets you, you can of course add in your slope walls right to the side over here. And once you've done that, it's time to take out our pillars, change them to the thin pillars, and here with the full foundations, we want to add 3 of them here on this corner, and the same on the opposite corner, which of course is something we're going to do all the way around this build to get the shape going. So yeah, we want to raise up these pillars one by one and make sure that they're all 3 high on all the different sides of this little gazebo building. And as I said, yeah, it's just a nice little decorative piece for your base, although you can make it useful of course by adding a transmitter or something in the middle. We want to take out the stone set from the Elven skins. For the floor, you can actually also choose to use the tiles if you prefer those, but I quite like these stone looks for this, so we'll go all the way around, of course, all the foundations as well as the stairs and the slope walls if you manage to place them in, but also these thin pillars, because they will be transformed in some nice detailed pillars here and are going to form the bases of the entire build. It's just a little bit easier to skin them before we start adding too many other things next to them. So we'll go all the way around the building like this to get that look going. Then we can take out our stone railings, or any kind of railings technically, and we can go all the way around to add a little bit of details in there. Then we want to take out our light wood ornament sets. You can also use the normal light wood or even the different wood if you want to go for a different kind of look. But yeah, we want to have these fancy railings all the way around this building. And then once we've done that, it is time to add on the roof. You want to take out a full roof, and everywhere where we have a full foundation is also where we're going to have a full roof. So basically skipping a gap every time until we've gone all the way around. Then we can take out our triangles, add them in between these sections to get this roof in place, and then finally take out our quarter ceilings, change them into the triangles, and add in a roof. Then we can take out those ornament skins again and change the entire roof as well as those ceilings to this skin to get a nicer look. Then we're going to change some of the variants. I'm using the variant cycle tool for this, which is a mod. Definitely recommend that. Just makes it a little bit easier, but of course you can just go into the menus and do this manually. This just saves me a bit of time. We want to change that to these curved variants. As you can see, that already really transforms the look of this build. For the next step on official, you probably just want to add a wall underneath all of these roof segments just to make it go down a little bit further. But if you're on unofficial settings and you have clipping enabled, you can actually add in 2 of these slope walls as a way to add some extra details here to the side. So that is what we're going to do all the way around this little gazebo. And we just want to make sure that we add these sloped walls in for every little section, because that's going to allow us to get a little bit of a nicer shape supporting these roof pieces above. So yeah, once we've gone all the way round, we should have something like this, and we can change all of these also to these same ornament skins to get a better look for them. And we want to just follow this all the way round. We are going to change the variance of these so that we get a little bit more of a smoother curve supporting these roofs, which I really like the look of. And there we go. That is already making this gazebo look a million times better in my opinion. But then we of course want to add in some details. Now, depending on what you want to use it for, just as decoration or actually give it some features, you might want to add some different details in here. But what I like to do at the very least is add some benches here around the outside edge, just as some nice decorative options here. And then in the very middle, you can do whatever you want this gazebo to be. So you could add some air conditioning if you want to hatch things here, but you can also add a transmitter, which has a really nice skin in this cosmetic. You can also go for a deco box because there's also a normal statue in there instead. Then, of course, we also want to change these skins. So for the benches, we have the lovely interior skin to change them to some nicer looking benches. And for the transmitter, there is a crafting station skin. It will transform it into this beautiful statue. Now, currently, when I'm recording this, you can see the beam is always activated, even when this transmitter isn't even turned on. There is always a beam. This will be fixed soon, hopefully, so that, yeah, you can also use it as a decorative statue. But it also features a purpose now, because you can use this to transfer out of your base, and I just think it is a really nice looking addition to any elven build. So yeah, there we go. That is how you build this very simple but efficient gazebo for your elven base. As always, if you enjoy seeing these build videos and you want to continue to see more, make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and feel free to leave your suggestions for future builds down in the comments below.